Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to tell you guys the honest truth about the pros and cons of OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. It is almost the end of September right now. It's September 23rd, and I started OMAD on May 1st, 2024. I weighed in at 265. As of September 23rd right now, I weigh 234 pounds, so I've lost a total of 31 pounds. I'm not losing it fast, but I am losing it consistently and steadily. So I'm going to chat with you guys about pros and cons. I wanted to open up because this may or may not be a good plan for you. And I'll tell you in my opinion of who I think it could be a good plan for. But I always say this in every video. I am not an expert on anything. Always check with your doctor. Everybody has different blood work. Everybody has different health issues and concerns. Always ask your doctor or talk to a nutritionist to see what is a good fit for you, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm telling them that this is the only way. Okay, so the pros for me. This is the 10th time I've lost weight. I started off May 1st at 265. Today I weighed in. It's September 23rd. I weighed in at 234.4 pounds. My hope is I'm going to lose 1 more pound this month because so far I've lost a total of 4. So I'm losing it kind of slow, about a pound or a little over a pound a week, but it is coming off. So the first positive thing is, because I'm not combining 1 meal a day with any other eating plan. There are people that do the 1 meal a day and they combine it with keto or low carb, or they combine it with carnivore, or they combine it with plant-based. You can do that and you'll probably lose a lot more weight and a lot faster than I'm losing it. And fast weight loss sometimes can be very motivating because it keeps you going. When you stop losing weight, sometimes you can kind of be like, well, this isn't working, and you can give up. So that's the one, that can be a downside, but I'll get to the cons later. One pro is, number one, if you're doing it, just eating what you want, there's no calorie counting or tracking, which is very freeing and gives you a lot of freedom, and you don't have to worry about tracking all your food. I love that. Number two, which brings me to number two, it's very easy. You're either eating or you're not. I generally eat anywhere from 3 to 4 o'clock, so anytime in there, and I usually have a 1-hour eating window, so I eat what I want during that hour. Now, you do have to watch it that you don't overstuff yourself, because even if you're eating 1 meal a day, you can end up gaining weight or losing weight. So if the scale starts to kind of veer up, you're eating too much. And if the scale is stagnant, you may just be on a plateau for a while, but let's say it's stagnant for 3 or 4 weeks. It may be a situation where you're just eating maintenance calories, so you may have to tweak some things. But it's very easy. You're either eating or you're not eating. Number 3, it's extremely affordable and frugal. That is like the number one best reason. So let's say that you live in a family and you've got a large amount of children, and you, because of that, you're on a strict grocery budget, so you do have rice and you have beans and you have pastas and things like that. You can have all of that as long as you don't overeat it, okay? Now, you may not lose weight as fast as somebody on low carb. That is possible, but as long as you're eating in a calorie deficit and eating smaller amounts and you're only eating once a day, you will lose. So the thing I love about it is it's affordable, because you don't have to buy any specialty foods. When I was doing low carb, I liked the fact that I got to make all sorts of fun foods and it was creative, but there were so many things I, quote, couldn't eat that was on the no list, okay? But I was spending all this money, which was my choice. It doesn't mean you have to do this, but I was wanting to, what I call, ketify everything. And so I was buying all these almond flours and coconut flours and protein shakes and protein chips. And I'm not saying that that was necessary. It was not. But I wanted to make the journey more fun and sustainable. Well, obviously it wasn't, because I gained the weight back. But it was very expensive. So some eating plans may be expensive depending how you do it. Okay, this is extremely affordable because there's no food restriction. You can have anything you want as long as you don't overeat. That's the whole point. Number 4, it frees up so much time, honestly, and it frees up time in my brain. Once I'm done eating, I'm done eating. That's it. I don't even think about food. I don't even get hungry because I eat enough to fill me up, but not overstuff myself. Number 5, which I already kind of went over, no food restriction. Let's say I was craving sweet potato casserole. I can make sweet potato casserole. I just can't eat the whole pan. And then I portion it out. So I can have that if I really want to have it. Okay, number 6, I love fasting. I know I can never believe I would say I love fasting. I love not eating, and I love when I'm not in my eating window, and you want to know why? My most energy comes from when I'm fasting. When I'm fasting, I can move fast and I get so much done. The fasting window is amazing because it frees up brain active. It frees up where I'm not thinking about food because I know it's not my eating window, and I get so much more done. It's amazing, and my focus is really good. Number 7, I see this as something that's sustainable for the rest of my life. Because of my living situation, there's no reason. Now, if I had to travel, it might make it a little more challenging. Obviously, maybe I would have to do OMAD at that point. But this is a very sustainable thing. Now, here are the cons. Number 1, and this can be a big one, slower weight loss, okay? I remember when I did low carb, I lost 27 pounds in 2 months, which is really good. 15 the first month, 12 the second. I was losing weight pretty rapidly, okay? This, right now, the first month I lost 8, second month I lost 7, the third month I lost 7, fourth month 5. It looks like I might only be losing 4 pounds this month. So I'm not losing weight as quickly as I was before. So that can be a downside. Number 2, it does take planning. For example, when you go out and do things, you kind of have to plan it. Like I had to plan my dental appointment. Well, I didn't want to do my dental appointment around my eating window. And they called me to want to change my dental appointment time. And it was going to kind of interfere with that. So we moved it around to a better time. So it does take some thinking and some planning. You know, when I do my demos and I go on lunch break, I have to plan my meal around my demo, if that makes sense. So it takes some planning, which so takes thought for that. Number 3, it's not a popular plan. For example, I don't know anybody that I know that's doing OMAD. And so let's say I get together with a group of friends. I have gone out to eat and sat there and not had anything. And I just had some water. It saved me money. They didn't mind. They all know I'm doing OMAD, but I had already eaten. And I wasn't going to eat another meal just to fit in. And my friends and I have an agreement that we do not try to force anyone to eat. Or, oh, come on, a little bite won't hurt you. I had already eaten for the day. So I got together with some friends. We had different types of coffee, drinks, and beverages. And they brought over some desserts and yummy things to eat. So I didn't eat any of it. And I thought, you know, and then some of us brought some of this stuff home. And I shared it with my family. I mean, I've had all this stuff to eat before in my life. It's not like think about this. I'm not really missing out on any of this food because I've eaten it before, okay? It's not on my bucket list of something I've never eaten before. So that's number 3. Number 4, you do need to wait for your eating window. And there are some times where I can get kind of hungry, where I'm a little bit hungry, and I'm like, wow, for some reason, I'm just really wanting to eat. And you just talk to yourself, say, hey, you only have 30 minutes left. You might drink some water, things like that. So what I love about this plan, though, overall, is it's teaching me self-control. It's teaching me discipline, okay? And I love that. And the thing that I love at the best, and I'm going to sum this whole thing up, I can eat whatever I want as long as it's portion controlled. I wait to my eating window. Nothing is off limits, and I'm getting results. They're not fast, but I'm seeing results. And I have great energy. So let me know, do any of you do OMAD? Is this something that you would do, or OMAD, or 2 meals a day? Would you do something like this, or do you think this is too hardcore? What is your opinion? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Appreciate your support and love. I love you, appreciate you. Hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye, everybody.